Hi there. Today we're going to look at using CAM Assist for casting and extrusion parts. We're using Mastercam for these examples today. On screen now, I have a casting part from my CAD package, and I'm going to set this up for machining with CAM Assist. I'm going to use an STL file for my casting stock model. This will be the defined stock for this part. You can see that the red stock extends past the boundaries of my master model. I will create a second machine group for the bottom operation. In this machine group, I don't need to define the stock, but I do need to select the same master model as I did in the first machine group. Now, with the machine group set up, I am ready to launch the CAM Assist add-on. In CAM Assist, I set up the tool library, set the machining mode to 3-axis, and make sure my setups reflect my machine groups. In this case, I will be machining the top and bottom of the casting. I will also set the material to low carbon steel. For this casting, I don't need to machine the whole part, so I will uncheck machine full part. Next, I go through and select the surfaces on the part that I need to finish. When doing this step, make sure you take your time and select all of the necessary faces. In this example, I have faces on the top and bottom of the part to select. I carefully pick all of these whole faces. On the bottom side, I pick all of the faces of the wall and floor of this relief feature. When I'm done, I hit enter on the keyboard. Now, I am ready to run CAM Assist. I hit the green checkbox at the top of the screen. For this video, we have sped up this calculation a little bit, but it still only takes a few minutes for CAM Assist to calculate all the toolpaths we need to finish machine or casting. Alright, now we just need to generate the toolpath output in Mastercam. You can have this run automatically, but in this case I'm going to run it myself. Again, we have just sped up the video a little bit. Let's have a look at the toolpaths. CAM Assist has automatically generated an organized set of toolpath groups, from roughing to flat finishing to wall finishing, hole making, chamfering, and deburring for us in Machine Group 1. Let's verify these operations and see how it looks. Not bad. If there were any additions or corrections we wanted to make, it would just be like working in Mastercam normally from this point on. We'll add the operations for the bottom feature as well. So, as you can see, working with casting parts in CAM Assist is a breeze. In this case, we used an imported STL file, but there are numerous ways of working within process stock operations. Sometimes, I like to break up my roughing and finishing operations, for example. In that case, I often use a mesh copy of the stock model in Mastercam as my stock. Now let's look at another example. In this case, I have an aluminum extrusion part that requires some secondary machining to finish off. In my Mastercam file, I have merged a finished machine step file, a step file of the unmachined extrusion, and my work holding. Let's set this part up for CAM automation using CAM Assist. In my machine group, I'm going to define the master model with the finished machine step file. The stock is going to be the unmachined extrusion part, and I will also define the work holding. With that configured, we are ready to launch CAM Assist. I'm going to use my demo inch tool library for this file, and I will use the 3-axis mode from the top. I have all of the toolpath types selected, and in this case, we will keep machine full part selected. I also check that the material is set to aluminum. Now I am ready to run. When CAM Assist runs, it uses AI on the cloud to analyze the part, referencing the tool libraries that have been applied. It then reviews countless possibilities and selects the most optimal solution. Here we are. CAM Assist has done the heavy lifting for us. From here, I just need to generate the toolpaths in Mastercam and check out the results. Again, we have sped this up a bit for the video. In your shop, you might run this in another session of Mastercam in the background, or use the time to set up your tools for the next production run. Cam Assist automation unchains you from the computer, allowing you to be more productive. Let's have a look at the tool paths on this aluminum extrusion part. Again, Cam Assist has laid out the output in an organized, easy-to-follow way, so review is simple and straightforward. I can see the roughing strategies and intermediate stock models Cam Assist has used. Also, the flat finishing, wall, and hole making operations are simple to review. If I wanted to make any changes, I could do so now. In this case, I think we're good to go, but I will check the file and verify before posting it out. I hope this brief introduction to using Cam Assist for casting and extrusion parts gives you a sense of the possibilities. What do you think you could do with AI-driven cam automation in your shop? Let us know. If you would like more information, be sure to talk to your reseller or one of our customer success team members. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to visit www.cloudnc.com for more information.